The girl never expected that her very first time using magic would unleash a force comparable to a nuclear bomb. At their first meeting, Jack told her that her magical talent was S rank. She thought he was just joking, but now she realized Jack was nothing short of a savior, and the ability to see others' potential was Jack's superpower. As a future lord, he had been recruiting geniuses since childhood, and was destined to carve out a great legacy in the future. Not long ago, the genius Charlotte was captured by slave traders. Jack immediately sent Lise to rescue her, though Lise acted alone. As the first genius Jack ever discovered, he had S-rank skills in both strategy and combat. The slave traders' henchmen were no match for him at all. Soon after, Lise took them all down with ease. Seeing things take a bad turn, the slave trader hurriedly ordered his men to stop, to see if there was some kind of misunderstanding, but he quickly realized that the mastermind was just a young boy, and that the goal was to take Charlotte away. The slave trader was instantly enraged, and immediately ordered his men to continue the attack. Seeing the slave trader had even more thugs, Charlotte wanted Jack to run away quickly, but she never expected Jack to remain completely calm, and even coolly said to leave everything to Lise. This scene was clearly seen by the gangsters. They were stunned that Jack was so dismissive of them. Just as one of them was about to make a move, the next second, his body was suddenly lifted into the air. He had been hoisted up one-handed by Lise.
貴様らは何をしたか分かっているのか。アレス様を怒らせた罪。万死に値する。
Seeing this scene, the slave trader hurriedly ordered his magic users to take action, but they never expected that Lise could slice through flames with just a dagger. As all his men fell one by one, the slave trader was forced to play his trump card. It turned out there was a bodyguard upstairs whom he had hired at a high price. Seeing the man's bulky physique, Charlotte felt uneasy, but Jack wasn't worried at all. His appraisal eye had told him that the brute was no match for Lise, but the brute thought Lise looked weak and didn't take him seriously at all.
遅すぎる。
リーチさんとあの人では才能の格が違います。
That move completely took away the brute's ability to fight. Then, after a round of peaceful negotiation, the slave trader dared not act rashly, and allowed Jack to take Charlotte away. Charlotte was deeply shaken by what she witnessed. Lisa's overwhelming strength, and the words Jack had told her earlier, made her wonder, was her magical talent truly S-rank? When Jack invited her to join once again, this time, she chose to say yes. But before that, she wanted to test her magical talent on the spot. Soon, they arrived at a remote and desolate area. It turned out to be Charlotte's secret base. Not only was the scenery beautiful, but also completely undisturbed by others. After explaining the test method to Charlotte, they began the test. What happened next shocked everyone.
フォールマイグニイラプト
This kind of magical power was something they had never seen in their lives. They were all curious who the caster was. Even the crystal used for talent assessment cracked. Jack and Lise were both stunned by this. They had never imagined that S-rank talent could be this overwhelming. After all, it was Charlotte's very first time using magic. Even Lise had to humbly admit defeat. At that moment, Charlotte asked Jack about the benefits of becoming a retainer. After learning it included food and housing, and even a salary, Charlotte said that she would rather give her salary to other orphans, and only needed food and shelter for herself. Of course, Jack had no reason to reject such a request, and Charlotte felt no more hesitation. Thus, Jack gained his second capable aid. Soon, Jack introduced her to his father, but unexpectedly, his father refused without hesitation, because sending women to the battlefield was too dangerous. So with no other choice, Jack had to let Charlotte show her skills on the spot.
フォールマイグニイラプト
よろしく頼む。
おう